I love persimmons, but here in Dallas, Texas, they tend to get sunburnt. So this is my Tanashi. Kind of reminds me of like a weeping type of persimmon. I don't know if this is natural or not. Oh, there's a great ladybug on here, but this persimmon tree has some amazing fruit. And it looks like, if you look down in here, there are even more ladybugs. I don't know if you guys can see or not. I'll try not to disturb them, but these persimmons, if you look at them, they have this yellow orangey hue on the top, and some of you might think, oh great, they're ripening. This is not ripening, this is the sunburn from these. So the sun's coming over this direction, this is the east, and then it sets over here in the west. But if we kind of go around this tree and you look at other ones that are exposed, you can see that it is this yellowy orange. There's kind of some black spots forming. It doesn't damage the fruit. Typically, you will have black spots by the end of the season because we're only in July, and these tend to ripen, I think, like October, November. And again, it depends on the variety of persimmon you have. But if you kind of look through at some of these other fruits that are kind of hidden, you'll notice these fruits are just green, right? There's really no kind of yellowing or oranging that's occurring, but if you look at the other fruits that have a little bit more sun exposure, again, like this one, but then when you come again back into here, and it's hard to see, but these ones in the leaves don't have that hue. It's from the sunburn here. So what we're gonna do is take some of these little bags. I got them on Amazon. Maybe I'll link them below. I think they were like wedding favor bags, or maybe they're fruit covering bags or something. They're super cheap. You get a giant box of them. I use them on a variety of the other trees that we have. Like we have some apple trees that also get sunburn, and it helps protect like the apricots from the bugs. But I will tell you, it does not help with squirrels. Squirrels are too smart, and they ate my persimmon on here last year. So let's get in here and show you. We just take a bag, we open it up, I put it over just the fruit, nothing else, and then you grab the two strings, you just pull. And I like to do just one knot and leave it at that. You can do a bow. A bow is probably better, probably hold a little better. Oh, and I'm getting stung by some fire ants down here. And we're just gonna go around and again bag these. Put a bag on it and then tighten these up real quick. And if it has ladybugs, I'm just gonna leave them. I'm not gonna bag those ones, but we'll bag the other ones. And sometimes I'll tie the strings over the top of a branch so it covers the bottom of the fruit. And then the strings come over and we tie that up. I'm gonna leave some of these other ones. I really wanted to bag this one down here. But I've got like 2 or 3 ladybugs in there, so I don't want to disturb them. And then we have some other really dark green ones in here, which I'm not going to bug because they're not getting sunburns at all. So why take the effort to do that? I'll probably come back and check this one and maybe put some bags here. And so that's how you prevent sunburns on persimmons. You can do it on apples as well. You can also spray clay, which I'll put a link and maybe an article in the description below if you're interested. I don't use clay. It's just one more thing to buy, one more thing to do. I tend to bag just because I can quickly get in. I can bag the fruits that are affected or that I want to save. For apples, if they have holes or rotten spots on them, I just leave them. And then I just bag the apples that are going to get sunburnt or that look healthy or good to go. So if you're doing a large tree with a lot of different fruits, sometimes it's easier just to spray clay. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.